My name is Marian. Thank you for coming. And I'd like to thank your library too for having me here. What a weird thing. I thought I was going to be with you at the library. And here I am in my own house. So if you happen to see a cat or two go by, well, just try to ignore the cat. But we are going to tell a bunch of stories. So I have some right here. I'm going to pick one of these cards to see which one I'm going to tell. Oh, Annie Christmas. Now, she has nothing to do with Christmas. She is what's called a tall tale. In the United States a long time ago, people used to tell tall tales. Perhaps you've heard of some, such as Pecos Bill or Paul Bunyan. Well, there was also Annie Christmas. And she lived way down south in Louisiana. She was an African-American woman who did keel boats. Now, keel boats were flat-bottomed boats that they would push and shove to go up and down the Mississippi River. And she was one of the best. Oh, she had a long string of pearls. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. She also had a red dress. And I'll tell you what she did with that in just a minute. So Annie Christmas, she was a tough gal. She could do anything with that keel boat. She would also be careful. She wasn't stupid. She knew when to go out in the water and when not to go out in the water because of a storm. And the pearls, well, Annie Christmas liked everybody except for bullies. Oh, she did not like bullies. And when she found a bully, when she heard of a bully, she'd go get that bully. And she'd make sure that he knew she was Annie Christmas. And she made sure that that bully knew never to come around in her area again. Well, Annie Christmas worked so hard that finally all of her friends were just saying, Annie, you need to go on a vacation. And she thought, oh no. And they said, Annie, you should. Why don't you go on one of those steamboats that go up and down the river? And she said, okay, I will. So she got into her red dress. She had her beautiful pearls on. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Annie added a pearl to her necklace every time she got a bully out of her area. Her pearl necklace was great and long. But she got in her red dress. She got in her pearl necklace. She took her boat, which was called Big River's Daughter. And she got to the steamboat and she tied her own boat behind the steamboat. And she paid for going on that steamboat cruise. And she got on board. And she was having a great time. And then it started to rain. And storm. And the river rose higher. And Annie Christmas went up to the captain and he said, you got to pull over. You've got to stop and make sure that the people are safe and not take them up and down this river while it's wet and rainy like this. He said, I don't take advice from a woman. And Annie knew that he was a bully. And she said, you pull this boat over now, or something bad may happen in this storm. And people were getting more and more frightened because the rain just kept coming and coming. finally, after a big argument with that captain, she said, "All right, everybody, if you want to come with me, come and get on the Big River's Daughter." And a bunch of people got on the Big River's Daughter, her Annie's boat. And the captain told his crew, though, "You stay put," because some of them were a little scared too. And so they got off and into the Big River's Daughter's boat. And Annie pulled and pulled. They used a pole to get it over to shore. And there they stopped and they waited until the storm passed. And all of those people who joined Annie Christmas in her boat were saved. But that steamboat went down. And that's Annie Christmas. She is a wonderful person. Love her. All right, we got to tell another story now, right? Right. Let's see what I got over here. I got cards. I'm going to pick one. Now, if we were together, guess what? You'd be picking these. But I'm having to pick them for you. Let me look what I got. Oh, the tortoise and the hare. Now, I bet some of you know this one. I bet some of you know it really well. Wonder what I did with the tab for Annie Christmas. Where'd it go? Nope. 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 There. Yes. Found it. Okay. So, tortoise and the hare. Well, this is a fable from ancient Greece. A man named Aesop told lots and lots of stories, fables that had morals, and he did such a great job that he became famous. In this particular story, we have lots of running going on. You see, there was a hare. Now, hare, H-A-R-E, not H-A-I-R, is a rabbit. And that rabbit loved to run everywhere, right? Well, that rabbit also liked to boast. He bragged. "I'm the fastest in the forest. I'm the fastest in the forest. Look at me run, look at me run. I'm better than you, 'cause I can run so fast. I'm better than you." Oh my goodness. He bragged and bragged and bragged to such a point that the tortoise, who was a turtle, so rather slow, came up to the hare and said, "Hare, you've got to stop bragging so much. You're making everybody feel bad or mad at you." And the hare said, "So what? It's not bragging if you're telling the truth. I'm the fastest in the forest. I'm the fastest in the forest." "Hare," said the tortoise, "I challenge you." "Challenge me? What are you talking about?" "I challenge you to a race." "What? You're the slowest in the forest. I'm the fastest in the forest. You can't beat me in a race." And the tortoise said, "Are you scared?" And the rabbit said, "I'm not scared." "Fine. Where do you want to run to?" And the tortoise thought, and he said, "We'll start here. We'll run around the big oak tree, through the meadow, next to the pond, and back to here again." "Okay, fine." So Tortoise got one of his friends to say, "On your mark, get set, go." And then they got ready. And the starter said, "On your mark, get set, go!" And off they went. And the hare, poof, right on down the trail. And here came Tortoise. He kept on trying. And the hare looked back. I'm going to beat this easy. I can't believe the tortoise challenged me to a race. And the hare ran some more. And then looked back. And there was tortoise, concentrating and coming and still trying to run as fast as a tortoise could. And the hare laughed some more. And boosh, off he went again. And he was coming around to the pond, no problem. And he thought, I have run so much today, I'm a little tired, and tortoise is so far back there, he's never going to make it. So that rabbit lay down. It started to go to sleep. Pretty soon he really was asleep. And there was tortoise. Keep on running, keep on going, keep on running, keep on going, keep on running, keep on going. And tortoise did. And he concentrated so much that he passed that sleeping hare. And he got close and closer and closer to the finish line. And suddenly, hare woke up. Looked behind him. No tortoise. And that's when hare saw tortoise almost to the finish line, and the hare started running. But it was too late. The tortoise won. And the hare was mad. How did you win? I can't believe this. This is terrible. I'm the fastest one in the forest. How could you win? And the tortoise said, Hare, you have been rude to all of us, and I just beat you in a race. You apologized to everyone. And hare said, okay, I'm sorry. I guess I'm not the best or the fastest or anything. And tortoise said, no, hare, you are the fastest in the forest. And the hare said, then why did you win and I lose? And the tortoise said, because slow and steady wins the race. And hare said, slow and steady? Well, what if I'd been fast and steady? Would I have won? And the tortoise said, oh, hare, I don't think you're understanding here. Well, yes, I do. You were slow and I was fast, but you won, and so if I'd gone faster... Tortoise said, let me explain it. The way my grandma tortoise taught me. And he began a song, and it goes like this. You get back up when you fall down. You wear a smile instead of a frown. You never quit. Don't forget. You just keep trying, trying. And so tortoise taught that to hare. And I'll teach that to you right now. I'll be kind of slow. You get back up when you fall down. You wear a smile instead of a frown. You never quit. Don't forget. You just keep trying, trying. And that's what the hare learned. Only the hare sang it more like this. You get back up when you fall down. You wear a smile instead of a frown. You never quit. Don't forget. You just keep trying, trying. All right. That is a fun story. Let's do another story. What's this one? Ah! The Gingerbread Man. I bet you guys know that one as well. Ah! Well, once, oh dear, Gingerbread Man could also be about running, couldn't it? Well, for this one, the Gingerbread Man has a nice big tie on. Because there was an old woman who lived with her husband, the old man, and she loved to bake gingerbread. And that day, she had in the oven a gingerbread man. She brought him out. She decorated him all up with all the frosting, and suddenly he popped off the baking sheet. And he said, "Run, run as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." And off he went, with the little old lady and the little old man following right after him. "Wait! Stop!" But he did not stop. He came to a cow. And the cow said, "Who are you? What are you doing?" And the gingerbread man, "I'm the gingerbread man. I just ran away from the old woman and the old man. And I can run away from you too. Run, run, run as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." And off went the gingerbread man. Now, the cow ran after the gingerbread man as well. So now we have the little old woman, the little old man, the cow, and boom, the gingerbread man in the lead. Pretty soon, he stopped, and there was a farmer. "Who are you? What are you doing?" "I'm the gingerbread man. I ran from the little old woman and the little old man. I ran from the cow, and I can run from you too. Run, run as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." And off he went. Pretty soon, he came to a fox standing near a river. And the gingerbread man said, "I'm the gingerbread man. I ran from the little old lady, the little old man, the cow, the farmer, and I can run from you too." "Run, run." "Oh, that's fine," said the fox. "You can run all you want. I'm just sitting here enjoying the river." The gingerbread man thought the fox would run after him too. So he kind of was a little surprised and stopped for a minute. "You're just watching the river?" "Oh, yes. It goes all around here." "Oh. Oh, dear. You said you're running from the little old woman and the little old man and a cow and a farmer. Oh, well, you may want to cross the river, or you may not get away from them." And the gingerbread man said, "Oh, I can't cross the river. I'll get wet." "Oh, dear. That is a problem. I can swim. Would you like me to take you across?" And the gingerbread man said, "Oh, no. You would eat me up." And the fox said, Oh, no, I would. "I know. You ride on my tail. And then that way you're far away from my mouth." And the gingerbread man looked back, and he saw everybody coming. And he said, "Okay." So he got onto the tail of the fox. There he is balancing, and the fox began swimming in the river. And the fox's tail starts going lower and lower. "Fox, your tail, your tail." "Oh, it's getting kind of heavy and wet. I know, get on my back. You'll be safe there." So the gingerbread man got on the fox's back, and the fox kept swimming. But then his back started going down into the water. Gingerbread man started getting panicky. The water fox. Oh, don't worry, it's just that the water must be rising. Here, get on my head. Get on my head. That'll be safe for you. Get up there. No water's going to get there." And he kept paddling. And the gingerbread man felt like the head was starting to go down. "Mr. Fox," he said, Your head is getting closer to the water. Oh, I'm keeping my snout above water. Stand on my nose. And the gingerbread man jumped from the fox's head onto the fox's nose. And guess what the fox did? Clip, clop, boom! Quick as a wink, that fox had that gingerbread man right where he wanted him. In his stomach. He ate it all up. And all the other people, they were a little disappointed. But that's all right. The little old woman and the little old man went home and made some more. And that's the story of the gingerbread man. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Hey, I'll do this one. Little Red. Little Red. Well, I've got the red cloth from Annie Christmas, and we already told that one. I've got this red hat, but Little Red what? Little Red caboose? No. Little Red Riding Hood. That's another story, but I don't have a riding hood up here. I don't have a hood. I don't have a basket of goodies. Oh, check this out. Little Red. Really? It says Little Red baseball cap. Okay then, we'll do a story about Little Red baseball cap. Once upon a time, there was a boy who loved to play in the forest, but of course his mother always told him to stay near the house so that should there be any danger, he could get back to the house and she could help as well. But one day, Mother called him in and said, "Hey, son, Little Red baseball cap, come here. Your grandfather at the other end of the woods is sick, and I want you to take him this basket of goodies." "Oh, what's in it?" "Don't you worry about that. You scoot along. Oh, stay on the path. Don't talk to strangers. Okay?" "Yes, Mom." And off Little Red baseball cap went, carrying the basket, going along. And he was on the path. Well, guess what happened? He didn't see flowers that he started to pick for his grandpa. No. He saw rocks, perfect for his grandpa's rock collection. And he started to pick them up, put them in the basket, pick them up, and put them in the basket, pick them up, put them in the basket, when along came the wolf. "Hello, little boy." "Hi," said Little Red baseball cap. "What are you doing in the woods?" "Oh, well, I'm taking this basket of goodies to my grandpa. He's sick. He lives on the other side of the forest." "Oh, what's in the basket?" I don't know. Hold on. Chips and dip. And the rocks that I put in there for his collection." "Oh, well," said the wolf. "Perhaps you better get back on the trail. It's not safe out here." "Okay, good idea." So, off Little Red baseball cap continued to get to his grandfather's place with a basket of chips and dip. But the wolf was sneaky. He went running through the forest. Boy, there's a lot of running in these stories. Surely there's a story where we're not having to run. Well, we'll continue this one. So he went running through the forest. And then, what do you know? He gets to the grandfather's cottage before Little Red baseball cap does. Knocks on the door. And he hears, "What is it?" And in comes the wolf and chases grandfather away. And the wolf lays down and pulls the cover right up over his nose and waits for little red baseball cap, who didn't take long to get there after that. There he was. Doo-doo-doo. "Come in," said the wolf with his covers way up. "Grandpa, that doesn't sound like you." "Oh, come in," said the wolf. "I'm a little sick. Come in. What do you got?" "Oh, some treats." "Why, grandfather," said little red baseball cap, "what big eyes you have." "The better to see you with, my dear grandson." "Oh, why, grandfather, what big, ears you have." Sonny, I can't hear you very well." "Grandfather, your teeth seem a little long." "The better to eat you with, my dear." And the wolf popped out of the bed, chasing little red baseball cap through the forest, when all of a sudden there was this noise like a horse. It was grandfather on his black steed. And he saw little red baseball cap, and he stopped and said, "Little Red, do you want to ride back home? I'm feeling much better now." And little red baseball cap says, "Grandfather, you saved me." "From what?" "Well, Grandpa, your horse kind of knocked over that wolf there on the ground that's knocked over." "Oh, well, how about that? Get on, let's take you home." And off they went back home. And that's little red baseball cap. Isn't that fun? All right, it looks like I have still a couple of more things here. I'm going to tell them to you. This one. This one. This one it is. Oh, Jack and the Beanstalk. Now, you know the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Now, this is a small little thing. I couldn't get a beanstalk into my house. Not a giant one anyway. So, we're going to use this because it happens to have a chicken in the story. And there's also running away. So, we're going to shorten this because I have another story to tell you as well. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a young man whose name was Jack. He and his mother were very poor and had nothing left to eat. They did have a cow that was no longer giving milk. And so Jack's mother said, "Take the cow, sell her in the village." That's what Jack does. Well, along the way, he meets a funny little woman who says, "Hello, Jack." And of course, Jack is wondering, who on earth is this talking to me? How does she know my name? "I see you have a cow for sale." "Yes," said Jack. "Well, I will take that cow for this bag of magic beans." And Jack was thrilled. Magic beans, how could you lose, right? So he took the bag. And the funny little woman took the cow. And Jack ran home. So excited. "Mom, guess what? I sold the cow for a bunch of magic beans." Now, the mother was not happy. She was pretty upset. She threw those beans right out the window and sent Jack to his room until she was all nice and calm. Hard to be calm, but that very night, the beanstalk grew and grew right up into the clouds. Jack woke up and he went to search for his magic beans, and there was the magic beanstalk. And he thought, "I'm going to climb that." And up he went. When he got up above the clouds, he could see a path to a giant castle. And he walked along that path till he got there. And he knocked on the door. And a giant woman answered the door. "Who are you?" she said. "I'm Jack, and I'm very hungry. Would you feed me?" And Jack said, and the woman, the giantess, said, "Do you know who lives here? The giant! He will eat you, but I'm so hungry, and I'll leave just as soon as I have a little bit of something to eat, please." Well, the giantess felt sorry for him, had him come on in, and gave him a little bowl of soup. So he ate it up. And then the giantess says, "Oh no, I hear the giant coming. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll crush his bones to make my bread." "Quick," said the giantess, "hide in the oven." "In the oven?" said Jack. "He won't find you there," she said. "He hates housework. Now go, go, go." So he hid, and the giantess' wife brought the giant a huge bowl of soup to eat. And then the giant said, "Bring me the hen that lays the golden egg." And that is what the wife brought him. And the giant said, "Lay," and got this beautiful golden egg. And the giant got so sleepy. He went to sleep right there on the table. Well, Jack snuck out of the oven, took that hen, and ran down. Are we running again? Ran quietly this time, though. To the beanstalk. He climbed down with the hen under his arm. "Mom! Mom! Look!" And Mom came out, and she saw the hen that lays the golden eggs. That used to be hers and her husband's. Her husband had been missing for a long time, and he was now gone. And she was so excited. "Where did you find this?" "Up at the top of the beanstalk," said Jack. "Oh dear," said the mother. "Don't go up there again." When she heard that it was a giant at the top of the beanstalk, she figured that's what happened to her husband. But the next day, Jack couldn't resist. He wondered if the giant had more of his father's stuff. So back up the beanstalk he climbed. And same thing happened. The giant's wife had him come in, eat a little something, and then, "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll crush his bones to make my bread." And Jack went and hid in the oven. And the giant this time called for his magic harp that sang all by itself, and the giantess brought it to him, and he said, "Harp, play." La, 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 la. It sang, only better than that, because it was so good that the giant finally just fell asleep. Well, Jack crawled out of the oven, saw the harp, and began to sneak away with the harp. But he tripped. "Boom! Ow!" said the harp. Well, that woke up the giant right then and there. And Jack had to run very fast and not quietly. And he quickly, as fast as he could, with the harp slung over his shoulder, down the beanstalk, down the beanstalk. "Mother, Mother," he called, "bring the axe." The mother brought the axe, had no idea what was going on, and boom, 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 he chopped down the beanstalk. Ooh. So the giant could never follow that. And the mother saw the magic harp that used to belong to them and gave Jack a great big hug. What a good boy you are. Don't you ever do that silly stuff again. You were in danger. She told Jack and grounded him. Made him pick weeds. Made him pick the beans, too, off the beanstalk. That's right. You know, it's fun to make stories a little different than what they originally were, or how most of them are. And I have a book here that I made myself. Okay, yes, I made it myself. I'm going to scoot up closer. It's another beanstalk story called More Than Berries. There was no food in the house. I'll fill this basket with berries, said Cassidy to Mom. Cassidy searched. She found more than berries. Look, she's getting all the beans. We'll pretend this is another beanstalk from that bag of magic beans that Jack had. She found a picnic. There she is doing a curtsy, and there they are bowing to her. Kind of saying hi that way. There was watermelon. There was corn. And there was chicken. After cleanup, there were games. A pie-eating contest. A three-legged race. Have you guys ever done a three-legged race? And an egg toss. Cassidy had ice cream for dessert. She had to wash up before going home. She got kind of dirty there with all those games, and wow, she's a mess. Did you see the two giantess in the background whispering to each other? I wonder what they're thinking. I happen to know. There's the giantess. They're giving her a shower, making it all pretty with a comb. She said thank you. Now she looks like a princess. Then she left. Did you find any berries? Asked Mom. Just one, said Cassidy. And there's that last picture with the giant going back through the woods. Now, I can't remember what I was making here. I think I was making potatoes. And some people said, no, those are eggs. I thought, they do look like eggs too, don't they? Well, whatever. Cassidy and her mom now have it. And that's that. Now, guys, it's fun to twist things like that, isn't it? And you may think to yourself, oh, but I can't draw. Well, I hate to tell you this, neither can I. That took a lot of work. And I have to tell you another story. I thought to myself, I can't draw. I can barely draw stick figures. So guess what? Jimmy Stick's birthday surprise. I thought, okay, if I can only draw stick figures, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to tell the story and not read the story. So Jimmy Stick was on his way home from school, and he ran all the way because it was his birthday, and Grandpa always sent a surprise gift for him to open after school. So he dashed up his front steps, tried to open the door, but it was locked. There's his sister peeking out through the mail slot. "What's the magic word?" she said. Ah. His sister, her name is Tally. "Tally, did you lock the door? Open it up right now." "What's the magic word?" she said again. Jimmy was mad. "Open the door." "You better open up, you little beetle," he said. Oh, that sent Tally off. "Mom!" she wailed as she ran to Mom's office in the back. "Jimmy called me a beetle again. Open the..." So, Jimmy couldn't get through the door, so he went through the door slot. He's just a little stick. He can do anything like that, right? So, there he went. And he dashed through the house looking for his gift. Nowhere to be found. He even went down the laundry chute, ended up in the where the washer and the dryer are. Finally, he went to the office where he heard his mom and sister talking, went on in to talk to his mom, said, "Hi, Mom." And Mom said, "Did you call your sister a beetle?" "Yes, but where's my present from Grandpa?" Trying to turn the page. Can't be done. Now I did it. Mom gave him the look. "I'm sorry I called you a beetle, but I ran into the door because it was locked, and now..." Jimmy put on a pouty face. "My nose hurts." "Oh," said Tally, "I'll get you a Band-Aid." So Tally got a Band-Aid and put it on Jimmy's nose. "Tally, show your brother where his gift is." "Okay," said Tally. And Mom added, "And if he calls you another name, he doesn't get it." "Do what I do," cried Tally. So, Jimmy had to march, just like Tally did. Then she crawled under the table. So Jimmy had to crawl under the table too. And then she hopped on the couch, across it. And so Jimmy had to hop across the couch too. Tally pulled herself up the stairs. "Climb the mountain," she told Jimmy. Oh boy. Then they got to the top of the stairs, and she said, "Slide back down." Oh, Jimmy wanted to say something, but he didn't want to call his sister her name again. But then all of a sudden, there was a doorbell. "Mom, he's here." Out comes Mom from her office. And there's Tally opening the door. Tally opened it. "Hi, Grandpa." And Jimmy was so surprised he slid right down the stairs. There he is. "Grandpa." Grandpa, Mom, and Tally laughed, and Grandpa gave Tally $1 for keeping the secret. "You did great," he said. And Mom had the bag of Jimmy's clothes ready to go. And Jimmy is still laying there in shock. And Grandpa says, "I'm your gift this year. Come on, we're going to spend a couple of days together." And Tally hugged Grandpa and then pushed him out and closed the door and said, "I'm going to get a new magic word before you get back." So guys, even if you can only draw stick figures, it can be done. So I love it. Now, we do not have enough time that I know of to tell any more of these stories. So I want to show you something. I like stories. I like writing them. I like playing with them, making them different, just like I made the other More Than Berries. And let me show you what I have. I have all sorts of ways for me to make up stories, and you can do the same. These, it's really funny. I noticed that your library has posted some of these for the writing challenges. I happen to have a set of 1, 2, 3, 4. I love these story cubes, right? And I'm sorry, I don't mean to make this a commercial, but I really love telling stories and making stories. So these are things you can use. And then one day, one of these, I bought it at a secondhand store. So you can even find them there sometimes. Also, at a secondhand store, I found a game that had big story cubes. And you know what? I bought the game at that secondhand store just so I could have these cubes. I threw away the rest of the game. I wasn't interested in the game. I was interested in all of these cool cubes. And I'm going to put these over here. And now I'm going to put these back in here because you can roll them. And there's all sorts of pictures on them. Oh, I love story cubes. Or anything that will inspire me to make up a new story. And I'm going to put these over here too. I found these once at an educational store. And you roll them. And then it says, I didn't roll very well, but that's all right. There's team finds a map at a house. Then I have to think, what team? Are they the cross-country team? The chess team? And where did they find the map? In the attic. Because they were looking for old chess sets. They were at one of the kids' grandpa's house. And that map looked like it was a treasure map. And then we'd have to just take the story from there, right? Anyway, fun. Now, what if you don't have all of these cool things that I've collected? Do you happen to have index cards? Well, guess what you can do? You can either color things on them. For instance, maybe I'll make a flower on this one. Okay, the flower's green and everything about the flower is green. So I made a flower on it. It's hard to see, isn't it? There we go. So I made a flower on that one. And let's see, what do I want to make on this one? I want to make, I can't think. Bug. I'm going to make a bug. What kind of bug? It's going to have to be an insect of some sort. An insect means it's got 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 legs. Oop, let's just do that. A little wing here. Almost looks like the box elders in my tree sometimes. Okay. So there. I got a bug. What else? I should make an animal. But what kind of animal can I draw really fast? I don't know. Can I make a bear really fast? Okay, I'm going to try to draw a bear really fast. I'm not that good at it, but I can do this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, I know the bear has a round face. It's got little eyes. It's got little round ears. It's got I need a nose. There we go. And a mouth. It's smiling. It's a smiley bear. Little round body on this one. It's got those legs. It's got some arms. Okay, it looks like a teddy bear, but we'll pretend it's a real bear, okay? There. Okay. There we go. That one has a bear. Now let's suppose I fill these with all sorts of silly things. Well, then when it's time to play my game, whether it's with me or somebody else in the house, my husband, or maybe you have some brothers or sisters or cousins, I don't know. And then everybody takes a turn. When it's your turn, you pick a card. Once upon a time, there was a magic beetle. This beetle loved to make real bears into teddy bears. Now all the children found the bears and loved the bears. They didn't realize that those bears had once been real bears. Then one day, the beetle came across a flower, and it looked too delicious to eat. So the beetle ate that flower. But that flower happened to be magic too. And it took away all of the beetle's magic powers. And the moment those magic powers were gone, all the bears turned back into real bears. Oh, it was a mess in the house. People were screaming and running and opening the doors so that the bears could get out. And the bears did. They didn't do any damage. They just ran for the woods. The end. Just a short little story there, right? Right. Okay, so you can do that too. You do not have to have story cubes. You don't even have to have index cards. You can use any kind of paper you've got handy around the house. You can use any kind of crayons, markers, pencils, pens. It doesn't matter. Oh, you can even use magazines. Cut out pictures and paste them on. All right, so that is great. Now, guys, I have to show you too. Sometimes I use what's called thumbnails to plan my stories. I want my story to have this in it. I want my story to have that in it. I want my story to have this and that and the other thing in it, as far as pictures. So it's quick little pictures. Now this is one that I've made, and it's only 10. And of course, this first one would be the cover, and then you wouldn't put anything on that page, but you'd put it on the next page. Just like a book. Let me see if I can find it. You know. See, the cover, nothing here, but then I started it here. Okay? Cool, huh? All right. And I will send a template of this to your library, so they can have it for you if you'd like. I know that they're also making journals that you can pick up. So that's cool, right? Now, this is my really big template. It takes 2 entire pages. Because most picture books are 32 pages. And this is 32 pages. All right. Now, guess what, you guys? Did you see how this was made? I mean, it's paper, and all I did was take several sheets of paper and fold it in half. I'm going to show you that right now. And then you can make your own booklets. Now, if we were together, I would have brought you booklets. But that's okay, because now I'm going to show you how to do it, and you can just do it by yourself, okay? All right, here we go. I have 2 for samples now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 pages, right? I take this, I fold it in half, I unfold it, and then I staple along the crease. Now, if you have a regular size staple, it may be harder to staple along the crease. I happen to have a long stapler for making booklets just like this. But you don't have to. What I do is I carefully fold this, and then I carefully push it under the stapler, and I get it lined up. I do 1, 2, or not 1. I do 2 or 3 staples. And then I have my stapled booklet. Now, granted, I have this bend right there. That's okay. I can leave that bend for the back and just use this for the front. Now remember, first page is your cover title along with your byline. A byline means who is it written by? And that's what you're going to do. Now you can also make smaller ones. So I've got all my paper. And I'm going to cut it in half. Now if I had scissors in here, I would cut it in half. But I don't have scissors handy. So I'm going to fold it twice. I'm going to rip it slowly. Now, instead of a big booklet, I've got a cute little booklet. How cool could that be? I like booklets. I don't only use them for stories. I also use my booklets to put in my purse or in the car. Sorry, my stapler wasn't working right. Just to take notes. To write somebody's information down, like if I just met somebody. Ooh, yeah, give me your name and number and I'll contact you and let you know. And there you go. See? I got a little one. And I got a big one. Now when I do it like this, I get 2 booklets out of 1. So how about that? You can make those at home. Oh, you guys. So many cool stories to tell. So many cool things to make so that you can do your own stories as well. You guys have fun. And I would recommend that you just have fun telling stories now and then too. Don't just read books. Read a lot of books. I love books. I love reading stories. I have a big old whomping big thick book of fairy tales and folk tales. I read that. But yeah, read a lot of books and tell a lot of stories. And if you write a story, turn it into the library and let them see it. Or you can do what I'm doing and video yourself reading it and put that in the comments section of your library's post where they put me and this little video here. And you can read your story and show your pictures if you make pictures. You don't have to make pictures. I've got stories that have no pictures yet, and I still like them. So you can read those stories, or you can even make those booklets and take your story into the library itself. And you can even use the journal that the library is making, the booklets that the library is making. They're making some nice ones with a cool little cover. Sometimes I use colored paper for the cover. But thank you so much for coming and for watching. And oh, my time is up. You guys have a great, great time. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask me that as well. Just ask your librarian, Laura Jones. She knows me. She can get your question to me. Bye now.